I'm a pastry chef. Many people think my job is just about making sweet things, about precision and sugar. But if you were to ask me what the most important lesson I've learned in all my years surrounded by flour and butter, I wouldn't say it's how to temper chocolate or laminate dough. The greatest skill I've mastered is patience. It wasn't taught in culinary school. It was learned through countless hours of waiting, watching, and sometimes failing. Baking is a masterclass in the art of waiting. You can't rush bread. You mix the flour, water, yeast, and salt, and then you wait. The yeast, a living organism, needs time to work its magic, to ferment and develop flavor. This isn't a passive wait, it's an active one. You learn to observe the subtle signs of life, the slow rise, the small bubbles forming on the surface. Rushing this process, cranking up the heat to speed things up, only leads to a dense, flavorless loaf. It taught me that some processes have their own internal clock, and my role is not to force them, but to provide the right conditions and then step back. This lesson extends far beyond the kitchen. It's about understanding that growth, whether in dough or in life, requires its own unhurried timeline. Patience is also about embracing the process over the immediate result. Consider a simple vanilla custard. The ingredients are humble: milk, sugar, eggs, and vanilla. The process, however, demands your full, unhurried attention. You must gently heat the milk, temper the eggs with painstaking slowness, and stir constantly over a low flame. If your mind wanders, if you get impatient and turn up the heat, you'll be left with sweet scrambled eggs instead of a silky, smooth cream. Every stir is a small act of faith. You don't see the final result until the very end, but you trust the method. You learn to find a quiet joy in the repetitive, meditative motion. It's a discipline that teaches you to be present, to focus on the small, deliberate steps that lead to a beautiful conclusion, rather than fixating on the destination. Failure, in baking, is the most profound teacher of patience. I remember trying to perfect macarons for months. They would crack, they wouldn't have feet, they would be hollow. Each failed batch was a test. It would have been easy to give up, to declare them impossible. But the desire to create that perfect, delicate shell pushed me to try again. With each attempt, I had to patiently deconstruct my process. Was the meringue over-whipped? Was the oven temperature off by a few degrees? Was the resting time too short? This cycle of failure, analysis, and repetition cultivates a unique form of resilience. It's a patience born not from passivity, but from a persistent, analytical drive. You learn to see failure not as an endpoint, but as a data point, a clue that guides you closer to success. It taught me to be patient with myself, to accept imperfection as part of the journey toward mastery. This patience, forged in the heat of the oven and the quiet moments of waiting, has shaped who I am outside the kitchen. When faced with a difficult project or a personal challenge, I remember the lessons of the proofing dough. I know that some things just need time. When I feel frustrated by a lack of immediate progress, I remember the custard, and I focus on the small, consistent actions I can take right now. And when I fail, I remember the macarons, and I see it as an opportunity to learn, adjust, and try again with newfound knowledge. Baking taught me that patience isn't about idly waiting for something to happen. It's an active, engaged, and powerful force. It's the quiet confidence that if you respect the process, trust the ingredients, and learn from your mistakes, something wonderful will eventually emerge. My name is Kai, and this is my perspective.